What's up, guys? Nick Rapazzi here. Welcome to the Paradise C6 YouTube channel. So today we're going to be working on the Datsun. I did end up getting a car rotisserie. So the goal is to get this hooked up. This thing was built for a 67 Dodge. So it's a little bit overbuilt for what it is because it is a custom unit. It's not something that was like a production. Somebody made it for a Dodge, and then the guy I bought it from had a Plymouth, I want to say, and he used it for his, and now we're going to use it for the Datsun. Here's the two parts that hook up to the Y part that's on the ground. So here's the main parts right here where the car is going to actually sit, and then these are the hookup plates for both sides. So we're going to try and adapt these to the Datsun itself. It's just I have to clean this up because everything's a hot mess from when we did Paul's engine swap in his Corvette. So I'm not going to film me cleaning up. I'm just going to spend the next hour just getting all this stuff cleaned up, and then once we're ready to get the Datsun hooked up to the car rotisserie, then I'll check in with you guys and see where we're going to actually mount this thing to, and then get ready to get underneath to fix all the rust and get ready to rhino line the entire bottom of the car. So let me get to it, and I'll check in with you guys when we're done cleaning. All right, guys, we have the entire garage cleaned up. Not to the best, but just enough so I can get this on the actual stands itself. I will come in here and clean all this other bullshit up when I get another day, but just for the purpose of this video, we're gonna get this on stands today. I was looking at the front, and I either want to mount it where I'm just gonna weld it right to this. I'm probably gonna end up jacking up the car a little bit just to even it out because it is higher in the back. But I'm either gonna weld it to this because this is the main frame support right here, or I was thinking about putting the squares right into these holes and then welding it right around there because I'm not using anything in there, and this seems to be a structural point. So one of the two is gonna go in there. I'm just gonna start with the back and then come to the front after I see what I like best on here. And let me show you what we're gonna be doing in the back. So the back, the main frame to the car is right behind the bumper inside of here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this up to this, weld it right there, and then I'm gonna drill holes right through there. So this way I can put bolts right through the frame so this thing's solid holding it to it. And that's the game plan for that. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit more stuff, get the welder set up, and get the grinder set up so we can clean up this, make this bare metal so we can weld to it perfectly, because we're gonna want good contact on this, because if I fuck up and don't weld this right, this thing will fall off the thing and total this whole fucking car, and I don't want to do that after I put all this work into it. So a lot of stuff coming. Let me just set up. Once I get set up and cleaned up, I will check back in with you guys, and then we'll start welding these up and get this on the stand hopefully today. All right, guys, so I got the welder set up, the grinder's ready. It's in the position that I want it, just so I can make sure I'm lined up where I am. And I'm going to just time lapse this because it's going to take I don't know, probably going to take at least 30 minutes to clean this up and weld this. So I'm going to set you guys up on the table over here and then just time lapse the whole thing. And then I'll check in with you guys when I finish the back end, and then we'll go over what we're going to do in the front. So let's get to it. So we have the back welded up. I did the bead welds on the top. I can't seem to find where my drill bits were, so I'm not gonna be able to drill the hole in here just to make sure that it's secure and tight. But this is good enough for now. I'm gonna leave the jack stands underneath the car anyway for now. I just wanna get it up on and up out of the way. So what I think I'm gonna do is get these inserted into those squares, because I think that's where I wanna do it. So I think I'm gonna cut this just to make this a little bit even, and then we're gonna get these put in, and then I'll weld all the way around to keep that nice and sturdy to that just so they're in there, and then we'll make sure everything's good to go and start rotating this so we can see what it looks like. Alright guys, so we have everything welded up. It's got a good bead on both sides on top. This isn't how I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to be putting the bolts in through the side just so it has something that's bolted to it too. I just have to get drill bits so I can send it through, and then we use some grade 8 bolts. Same thing with the rear. Just going to get, probably not going to use this one. I'll probably use the other one on the other side, and I might drill another hole in the plate. But we'll get bolts through this so it's going through the frame and everything's secure, because I don't want to turn this thing over and have it fuck up. But other than that, I'm going to stop for tonight. It's getting a little bit late, and I'll probably end up either working on it in somewhere in the middle of the week, but definitely Saturday or Sunday next week. We'll spend a full day on it, get this thing up and rotated, and we'll start working on getting all the stuff on the bottom off. It's got this weird, let's see. You can see it, it's right here. It's this weird black undercoating that's all underneath, and it melts off with like a torch. So I'm gonna take a torch to the bottom of this and just clear all this stuff off. Make sure I wear a mask so I don't fucking catch cancer from this stuff. But I want to try and get as much of this off as I can, and then we're gonna water blast the entire bottom and then get to cleaning up all the bad metal that's underneath. We're gonna be cutting out a lot of shit under here, so super excited to get this thing started, because I definitely want to be able to drive this thing next spring. So a little longer than we expected. Oh, and I wanted to show you the turbo manifold. So I wasn't going to go all out and twin turbo this, but since it's going to be taking me a little bit longer and I can stack parts over the winter to get the motor right, I'm going to be taking that motor. It's going to get stock crank with forged pistons and rods. I was looking them up. They're like $1,400 for Weisco pistons, and I can't remember the name and the brand of the rods, but these manifold are the same exact as you guys saw when I was doing the turbo manifolds on the Corvette. It takes a Schedule 10 pipe, so I'll be able to make, I'm going to see if I can get a 3-to-1 for the Schedule 10. If I can get a 3-to-1, then I'm going to make a tubular one. If not, we're just going to go log manifold and either put GT28s or GT30s on this and put it right around like 13 PSI and just let it eat at that. It should make right around 500 horsepower at 13 PSI, which will be more than enough for this car. I don't need it to be much more than that. And for the price that I've figured out, like, it's probably gonna be like $1,800 for assembly on that. So we'll do a fresh rebuild on that, make sure that's brand new. I don't think I showed you guys this. I got this CD09. It's an early one, so we're gonna be getting the adapter plate for basically a 240SX, so we can have the shifter where it needs to be. And he told me it doesn't go into 5th gear, so we're gonna pull it out and check, because the 5th gear is the last one on this thing, so we'll be able to check and see what's going on with that. And we'll probably do a slight rebuild on that too as well. So got a bunch of stuff coming. I want this car to be like brand new and run brand new, and just a car you can get in and drive and just have fun with all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna go in, change, clean up, and hop on Call of Duty with my brother. So Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.